closing? These are all good, great questions. I think we'll start off with, how do we find these great deals? These deals won't be so easy to find, because if it were so easy, they'd just be, oh, anybody would have them out there. That'd be the market price, you know. But unfortunately, these deals come really, really fast, and you have to be ready. You have to be ready with cash or hard money loan. If you don't know what hard money loan is basically you pay a little bit higher interest, usually 10 to 13%, but they're short term. So you would only use this loan while you have the house. Sometimes you only have the house for one day, you flip it. You know, you could do a double closing, but that's just going to another scenario. We're still gonna stick on, how do we know we found these great deals? So sometimes these deals will come on the market and somebody will price a property to sell quickly on HAR, Zillow, Homes.com, Trulia, whatever the case may be, and you just have to be ready. I think what I have in place is some automatic alerts. So, for instance, if I see a house that has a 5,000 square foot lot in 77008 or 77007 or 6, these are zip codes, Houston Heights, Montrose area, that inner loop area that I know that sell for at least 300. If I see one lot that comes below 240, then I have an alert to go out instantly. So I think that's just a master. You have to master the area that you commit yourself to. You know, you can't commit them all, because you have to make yourself out there. You got to take your time, but you also have to have a few different ones. So 2 or 3 different ones. Those are my farm areas that I've been working over the last few years. So for instance, if a client or a person lists their house, they're like, hey, I just need to sell this house. They were given to me. I need to pay the taxes, or I have to pay my kids something. Some kind of emergency happens. They need cash now. Then they list it cheap, and then it automatically alert. As soon as it hits multiple listing service, it alerts me. And that's the same thing that you have to get set up. Get that instant alert, not the daily alert, not the weekly alert, but the instant alert. Make sure you tell your realtor to set you up with an instant alert. As soon as it hits, it's going to automatically. And yes, it's going to be annoying as hell sometimes because realtors type in things wrong. Sometimes they type the wrong price. Sometimes they write the square foot, the wrong zip code, all kinds of things like that. So, it's going to be annoying, but, this is a part of the job. It's not easy making money all the time anyway. So that's number one. You need to set up your alerts. Number 2, also do some door knocking and let people know what you are doing. You're looking for good deals and you are willing to pay. So you can send a text message out to all your friends and just send one text. Hey, if you see a vacant house where nobody's living in, the grass is overgrown, there's paper and mail packed up, please send me a message. And if I buy the house, I'll give you $500. Easy as that. And you think that it's complicated, but no, $500 is a lot of money for somebody. You end up making $20,000, $30,000. Somebody got $500, or cool, $1,000, whatever the case may be. If it works out, make sure you put that. If it works out, if I buy the property, not like, hey, you found one. You have to close on the deal, and then of course pay the guy. You can pay him at closing. You can even put him as prospector on the closing statement, so you can get a credit back on your taxes. You can keep it all legal, 100% legal. Okay, so sending out an alert, letting people know what you do. Working with realtors that work that area is super important as well, because we all get these good deals, and we have our investors already that signed up with us as clients. They buy houses all the time. Like if I got a house over there in the Spring area, I call Mr. Nguyen. Mr. Nguyen is like, yo, I'll buy it. I know he's good. He has the cash. He'll close on it in 7 days. So we all have our clients that have been working a certain area, realtors that have been in the industry for many, many years. We already have our list of people that are ready to buy. So it's a weird thing because people are like, they come up to us all the time and they're like, hey, if you have a house, if it's good, let me know. I'm like, for what? You're not signed up with me, And then if they're not signed up with us, you see, they can just use their realtor and jump you. So it's a cutthroat business, real estate, but that's just the way it is with big dollar business, Probably, yeah, it is with any big dollar business. It's cutthroat. We're not talking about $100 or $500. We're talking $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on a flip. So yeah. So align yourself with some good realtors. I'm not the only great realtor out there. There's a lot of them out there. Just make sure they have a lot of experience. They do a lot of getting themselves out there, doing their door knocking, doing their mail outs, doing their stuff, just staying busy in the market area. And then there's also wholesalers. Wholesalers are the ones that put the signs out there that you may have seen on the street that say, hey, we buy these houses, ugly houses. We buy these houses cheap cash. They put all their signs, little bandit signs out there everywhere. Hey, they're doing their job. That's a hustle. I give them credit for that. It's illegal, but hey, you got to make your money. They're not licensed. They're out there looking for somebody who wants to sell their house quickly. And it's an investment. So if you get started in that, wholesaling, putting your signs out there, just don't think that it's going to be that easy. You have to print all your signs, a couple of $100, then get them out there, and you got to keep on doing it. So you may spend $3,000 and maybe just get a few calls, but you just stay on it and on it and on it. And so you get, you 6,000 a month, and then you turn out 20. So you're like, oh wow, so I got my money back. It's like ROI, return on investment. And yeah, you're gonna spend some time, but this is a job. It's not a game. You got to take it serious. You got to have some kind of tactics. I got another class on that about wholesaling properties. If you're interested in HP agents, I teach one about all the things you need to do to get yourself aligned and start the business. Anybody could do it. You don't need a license in wholesaling. If you do have a license, you do need a form out there, just basically covering your butt as a realtor, saying, hey, I have a real estate license, and just disclosing it because you don't want to get sued by Texas Real Estate Commission or get in trouble with Texas Real Estate Commission. Okay, so now we talked about how to find these deals. Now we're going to talk about calculating that to make sure we get a good deal. I think that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I want to give them 50% off or something like that. Yeah, of course. But are you going to get it? Okay, so we'll take an example out here. Let's say, let's make it easy today. Let's say the house has a after repair value. I want you to write that down. ARV. After repair value. When I get the property up to a certain condition, then it will sell for this price. Okay, so when I say certain condition, I mean you look for other properties in the area that are very close by. And I'll stop this real quick. Okay, so we're rolling up on 10 minutes, so we're gonna have to cut it we're gonna have to cut it short on this one. But let's fill out this form real quick. Price per square foot. We want to do sold listings in the last 180 days. We want to go 900 to 1,200 square feet of the living space. Lot size 4,000 to 5,000 square feet. And built before 1980. Minus sign, and let's see what we get there. So as you can see, I am pulling from the Greater Heights area. And it's not going to be 100% accurate because the map is a little bit messed up, but it's pretty accurate for this example. When you're doing this specific for an area, you need to be a little bit more precise with the map feature. Go here and let's take a look at the results. Well, you're probably thinking to yourself, there's a whole bunch of properties out there, Alan. There's a whole bunch of properties that why are not that coming up? Because remember, we put in our criteria. It has to be between 900 and 1,200 square feet, 4,000 to 5,000 square feet. 4,000 to 5,000 square foot lot, and then built before 1980. And this gives us these results here.
And guys, make sure to follow me, hit that notification bell so you can get free training, free tips every single week, sometimes daily.